as I was preparing for this video, I sat down. And as I sat down, I began to sit here. And while sitting here, I began to start thinking. And while sitting here thinking, I came upon a thought. You hear me? And once I came upon a thought, I said, damn. Y'all act like Sawu don't move around. You know, y'all act like Sawu don't like to eat. Now, if you've been around, it may be hitting you. If you knew, you would get it as I proceed. But ain't nobody. Say, Sawu, I'm putting some hot dogs or hamburgers or some chicken wings on the grill or some bacon kebabs or whatever the case may be. Ain't nobody say, Sawu, if you want to, you can come on and slide through and get you a plate. You hear me? I'm just saying though. Other than that, stillness, abundance, love, and light, health, and wholeness. Stillness, abundance, love, and light, health, and wholeness. Stillness, and abundance, love, and light, health, and wholeness. Y'all know I'm just kidding. I don't want no problem with nobody about nothing. You hear me? Because I don't have no problem with nobody about no thing. You hear me? I got some solutions. I hope everybody enjoyed the week, the strong end, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, the day is a Monday, it's feeling like Sunday, you know, and I'm taking it as such, you hear me? I'm feeling good. I hope all y'all feeling good. Vibrating, radiating, operating, emanating, exuding the high exhilaration, being in the highest version of your current self, you hear me? In this moment, I'm feeling good for no reason at all, you hear me? I just came through to say a few things, you know. I ain't gonna be long. I am, which made me open the way I did, because after sitting here for a few minutes prior to starting to record, I realized that, damn, I hadn't ate a whole solid meal. I haven't ate a solid meal today, you know. Put something real light on my stomach earlier, but I ain't had a meal all day long. And I've been running, you know, yeah, getting things done, you know. But I just came through to say a few things to remind us, focus, you know, remind us that focus is important, determination is important, and consistency is important. And as always, a whole lot of, and I mean a whole lot of self-love, you hear me? Focus is important because we're gonna need focus for the vision, whatever your vision may be. You know, and if you don't have a vision in this moment, start sitting with yourself, communicating with yourself, you know, and relating with yourself about what you foresee from your present position. What do you foresee for yourself from your present position? We're gonna need determination to push us towards the vision. So that's why determination gonna be important. And we're gonna need consistency. And I repeat, we're gonna need consistency. And I repeat, and we're gonna need consistency to see it through. You hear me? You hear me? If you got, if you consistent to get you through your roughest moment to a better one. But consistency go with determination and focus. See, so we need all three of them to work like a mechanism. You know, one turning this way, one turning this way, and the other one got this, you know, making it turn, and it's cranky. Everything working together. You hear me? Like we work. You know. And like I said, a whole lot of self-love. Life is a projection. Life is a projection of the energy that we put out. And I will repeat for the family. Life is a projection of the energy that we put out. So I don't care what type of energy. What do I mean by that? I mean this. I don't care what type of energy come towards you. I don't care what come towards you. your response, and I repeat, your response, and I repeat, your response is totally up to you when it comes to how you will master the situation. Remember, life is a projection of the energy that we put out. And I don't know how you feel, or I don't know what you may think about that sentiment, about that statement. But in my life, I know it to be true. You know, I know it to be true. I know it to be factual through the evidence of things concerning my life and through things in my life. Your life is a projection of the energy you put out. And sometimes, depending on which way you operating from, you know, it ain't no telling how long it may take for the energy that has been put out to catch up with you. You know, to catch up with you, especially if you went from negative to positive. You know, all that negativity that has been put out, you see, gotta get evaporated. So the positivity, cause it can't mix. It can't mix, you know. So one thing has to go, so the other can come in. You can't mix oil and water; it's gonna separate. So y'all get the picture. If you get the picture, you hear me. But life is a projection of the energy we put out. That's why the elders came up with things like we reap what we sow, and karma, you know, is a universal law, and reciprocity is a universal law. You know, that's letting you know what you shoot out, it's gonna boomerang back. So life, I'm led to keep speaking on that for whatever reason, but I don't have to keep speaking on it because it's already being made evident in your life. Whoever listens to this, the energy that you put out is already being made evident in your life by what's being reflected back in your life. You hear me? It don't take for me to tell you this. All it, you know, it may take for you to recognize it and put the pieces in place. But I'm sure it don't take for me to tell you this. You hear me? We all going through this process. So these words are just to inspire us, you know, encourage us and continue to motivate us in our drive to thrive through life, through the challenges that life may bring about. You hear me? You know, yeah. Healing. I want to remind us that healing is still the goal where healing is needed. You know, balance will always be the goal, and growth will always be the goal. You hear me? And the reason that I emphasize those things in the way that I just did, that three-piece, the reason why I gave us that three-piece the way I did, because peace requires sacrifice. And before I had the peace that I embodied in my presence, you know, like a genie in a lamp, sitting in his own peace, I ain't never know what that peace feel like. And you can't know what it feel like until you in it. You can't know what it feel like until you have it. You can't know what it feel like until you are it. You hear me? But you can see it when you see it. If you seen it, you can see it when you see it. If you hear it, you can hear it when you hear it. You hear me? It'll almost feel like it's touching you sometimes, but you can't grab it until you got it for yourself. You hear me? I hope somebody caught that, because it's important, you know. And I can't tell you what sacrifice may be required of you for your peace. You know, people, places, and things. You know, it could be any one of them, or it could be all three. People, places, and things. You know, you're going to have to decide. You hear me? I only know for me because I ain't self-destruct through the challenges that were set out for me to self-destruct. That's the only reason why I know. That's the only reason why I can say what I'm saying to you. You hear me? But I can't make you work it for you. But it work if you work it. You hear me? You heard? Yeah. I'm sharing this the way I'm led to share it today because I overcame. So I want to inspire an overcomer. I want to motivate an overcomer. You hear me? Yeah. Because you can. And you will. You hear me? Just don't have no problem with nobody about nothing. Because that's the trick. And if you too busy self-improving, I repeat, if you too busy self-improving and loving yourself, you ain't got time to have no problem with nobody about nothing in the first place. Second or third, you hear me? Yeah, it's all about home plate. You heard? Because we can't even start repairing till we diagnose the damage. You heard? And when you can diagnose yours, you could diagnose others and help them along their way. I'm gonna conclude with a little card for the day. You hear me? Before I get to popping off, trying to get me to pop off a little bit, but I ain't gonna get too rowdy. You hear me? Too bowdy, you know? Yeah. But I'm feeling good. I came to share a little bit of that energy. I'm saying 2 cards want to pop out, but I'm only gonna take 1. See? I love the synchronicities. You do not have to give more. That's why I say I wasn't gonna stay long. Cause if I talk too much, we'll lose the meaning in the message. So they let me know that I don't talk enough. You hear me? You do not have to give more. You are enough. You do not have to give more. You are enough. I don't know who you don't gave it to, what you don't gave it to, or what you don't gave it for. But you don't have to give no more when it comes to you. You are enough now. Now you got to recognize it in you. You are enough. Who they want me to talk to? Because you are enough. You hear me? You enough. Now act like it. Because you enough. You hear me? And that's the number 38. 38 come to 11. 11 is illumination. That's a master number. You enough. Accept yourself. Accept your light. You hear me? You enough. Giving of ourselves is such a beautiful treasure to those who receive it. Giving of ourselves is such a beautiful treasure to those who receive it. But what about when we give of ourselves to those who are not capable of receiving it because they don't know what they're receiving? So therefore they don't appreciate. They don't appreciate what has been received. So that may be why we don't give enough. We don't give people too much. Now it's time to give to yourself. Giving of ourselves is such a beautiful treasure to those who receive it. But sometimes, see, I knew it was coming, but that's why I had to say something before I kept going to see what they was gonna say. You hear me? But sometimes we give more than we are able to. Whoa. Sometimes we give more than we are able to. Sometimes we give more than we're capable of. Sometimes we give what we ain't even got. Who I'm talking to today? Because once upon a time, this was me. So who I'm talking to today? You hear me? Sometimes we give until there's nothing left within. If you have pulled this card, then it might be time to ask yourself if you have given too much of yourself away. We're going to end it just like that. You hear me? We're going to end it like that. I don't even think we got to go into an acceptance exercise. We're going to end it just like that. This is the time to ask yourself if you are giving too much of yourself away. And it shouldn't even got to the... And what's so amazing about what the Spirit's showing me right now? A lot of y'all don't realize it already before I even got to the end of that. I feel it. I feel it in the collective. You ain't even gotta. Y'all was hoping I didn't ask. That question didn't come up. A lot of y'all. You already know you don't give too much of yourself away. In the wrong places, to the wrong people, and about the wrong things. And guess what? I have too. You hear me? And guess what? I pushed through it. I overcame it. I'm an overcomer. And guess what? You are too. So keep pushing through. You are enough. You hear me? Thanks for the likes, shares, comments, questions. New subscribers, welcome to the family. In-house family, welcome back. Peekaboos and passerbys. Appreciate y'all too, you hear me? For the emoji, we're gonna put some fire. We're gonna put some fire, because we wanna transmute and transform everything that don't reciprocate what we are within ourselves. Because you don't need it. You're already enough. You hear me? So we're gonna put some fire in the comment section. You heard? I appreciate y'all for who have came through. If you ain't hit the like button by now, please hit the like button for your exit. I thank y'all who share the message. You hear me? I thank y'all who rock with me in any kind of way, and love and sincerity, who do rock with me. You heard? And we're gonna leave it like that. Feel good for no reason at all. Watch the video, place the fire in the comment section. Simple as that. I love y'all. My name is Saul. Peace.